Yeah, welcome to this video. 15-minute game again. I don't feel much like shorter time controls. It's just too hot here. Feels like the brain is close to melting. So better play something where I've got a little bit of time to think. So I went d4 and yeah, it's taking a while as well. Okay, knight f6, so let's go c4 and see what variation he chooses now. At least we don't have another Slav exchange. Okay, I'll allow the Nimzo. Let's see if he plays it. Yeah, as expected. Really the most logical move, considering the move order. Okay, so I play e3 here, the tried and tested Rubinstein variation, which is maybe the most classical way to play against the Nimzo. Okay, he castled, which is a very flexible move. Here I can do many things. I'll play a3 here, which now transposes to the Sämisch variation, usually arising after 4a3, but you can also delay it for a move. And this usually leads to very double-edged positions with white's pawns being completely destroyed on the queen side, but you get some nice play in the center. Yeah, black's main idea now is to attack the c4 pawn with b6, bishop a6, but d6, this kind of setup, of course, is also a possibility. So I'll go complete development. He might try for a quick e5. This could be the idea. Okay, didn't play e5. So one question is, where should I develop my knight? Should I go to e2 or to f3? Usually e2 is correct to keep the f pawn flexible. Okay, I don't want to spend so much time. On knight f3 you would have e5 also, and I don't know, e4 looks a bit shaky to me. Okay, so he played e5. I'm not sure if e4 is maybe an idea for black. It has got positive sides, but also, yeah, some problems. Should I play e4 myself? This is the sort of easiest reply. Just stopping his own advance. I'm not sure. I could also play f3 first. Okay, but let's play e4. If he wants to increase pressure on e4, he would need to play something like rook e8, and it's not quite sure if the rook really belongs there. Yeah, rook e8 now. So maybe he's trying to take on e4. Let's say I would play knight to f3 to g3. He might take e4 and then f5. Yeah, I guess I'll give this pawn a proper protection with f3. In general, this kind of setup with e5, knight d7 and so on against the Sämisch, it's playable, of course, but it's a bit passive. In comparison to this b6, bishop a6, knight c6, a5 kind of setups, there's no direct pressure on the c4 pawn, which is white's main weakness. Here it is fairly closed, and white enjoys a pretty good central dominance. It's yeah, somewhat passive for black. He can go knight f8 to g6 and stuff, or play c5, completely blocking the position, but it's nothing which really puts white under immediate pressure. Yeah, I'm not sure what this move is doing. It sort of runs into knight g3 to f5 at some point, but let's castle first. Okay, I see he wants to really do this regrouping of the knight, probably to g6 and maybe to f4 as well. Okay, I'll play this simply, just developing, not doing anything fancy here. Protect f4 so that he cannot play knight f4. And I still have time to improve my piece placement before I can try to do something concrete here. A possible continuation would be, let's say, rook to e1 and then knight g3 to f5. I think I'll go for this. Yeah, black really cannot do much. This is yeah, kind of basic problem. Black doesn't have any meaningful pawn advances here. He doesn't attack anything, and he cannot really attack my center. On a move like c5, I just play d5. What he could try is play something like, let's say, a6 b5, but okay, now he went a5, which might have the idea rook a6 at some moment, but it doesn't look too realistic, really. Okay, I'll go with this mentioned plan of getting the knight to f5, which he almost certainly needs to take. And then I will have two bishops against two knights and still install this pawn on f5, which is also quite annoying. Aha. I think just isn't just bishop g5 a good move? I just attack the knight and yeah, where should it go? I think he needs to retreat, yeah. Needs to go back to g6, simply. And then this is getting ugly already. I can go knight h5 also. Maybe knight h5. Getting him into this really ugly pin on f6. Yeah, this looks terrible for black. This pinning business. Maybe he even needs to consider queen sack on knight h5. Just taking this knight. I don't really believe it is working, but okay. This is certainly a good possibility. Knight f5 is also still good. Yeah, but knight h5 looks terrible. He cannot play h6 also. Yeah, I must say, as black, I would seriously contemplate taking on h5. It's simply not working. But I mean, you give away the queen for two minor pieces, but the position is not really so great for this kind of material balance. Black's pieces don't have so good outposts, secure outposts. In fact, here in this position, I'm already threatening bishop f6 winning immediately. Bishop f6, g takes f6. What? I think this was threatened. Takes bishop f6, takes f6, queen h6, threatens mate, and he cannot cover it really. Only with queen f8, and then knight f6 is also checkmate. Alright, then this move just wins. I know, maybe he mainly considered knight takes f6. But this should win instantly, really. Don't see a defense. Yeah, now he lets the clock run down to 0. I don't hope this will happen, really. He actually greeted me before the game, so don't expect any unsportsmanlike behavior. Yeah, it's just winning after this. Queen h6, I'm threatening checkmate, and can only prevent it from move with this.
Checkmate.
And then this is a mate. Yeah, well, knight to h4 was just a real lemon, this move. If he plays normally, I think white should have yeah, a nice position, but it's not winning or anything. I really prefer white. I think from my chess taste tells me that white is rather clearly better, but I think it's probably still okay for black. It's just very passive. You cannot really do anything. You're just standing basically and awaiting developments. This is why mostly
check
in this kind of position, this is what black mainly goes for. Let's say this kind of setup. And then knight a5 to put pressure on the c4 pawn. Probably knight d6 at some point, also attacking c4, and if white goes f4, you play f5. So to block this f pawn from advancing. And this is yeah, the main line of the Sämisch, considered to be okay for black. It's all rather complicated and unclear. Yeah, white has those structural problems, but he's got two bishops and some dynamic possibilities. Yeah, and this is just far more active in comparison to the game. In the game, this setup, well, he develops his pieces, but it's black doesn't put any pressure on white's weaknesses, so I can just occupy the center, and here this is already a bit of annoying. Let's say black plays a nothing move like b6, just to show it, knight f5, and well, he cannot really take it. I think he needs to go here. If he takes, then I don't know, maybe even g4 or some preparation move, and then coming here, g4, g5. Black is just terribly passive, and white is to be preferred here. So he needs to, on knight f5, drop back here, and then I can think about how to further improve this position. It's even possible maybe to just push pawns here. This kind of stuff. It's yeah, black is just employing a sit and wait strategy. He cannot do anything active, and I have possibilities with g5 later. After some preparation, I have time. I can maybe improve the rooks in a way, this way, or swing the queen over here, whatever. I can really attack at will, and black is just defending on his last 3 ranks. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon with a new video.